There's so many wasps around right now. I really don't know why. I've been stung thrice. First thing on the list, the cougar I mentioned in my previous video is now not existing anymore. So that's good in regards to safety, but bad in regards to cougars. Video, I think I'm gonna start by talking about my cat conquests. Many mice, another shrew. She's brought in 2 live mice into my cabin, which is really fun because she'll bring them in and they'll like play dead and then she lets them go and then they run around. Serious Tom and Jerry type shit. Like the mouse would go and hide behind the couch and she would run around and the mouse would go to the other side and they would just go in circles all around my room. Don't know what happened to it. Might still be in there. Don't think it is. Hopefully it escaped. I want to say hopefully she killed it, but it's like, if she killed it, then like, there's a dead mouse decaying somewhere in my room, and that's not ideal for any of us. So down there's a river, and I've been going down to the river, like, a couple times every week to just get in. Like, it's really cold, but it's nice down there, you know, to be by water and stuff. But the other day I was walking down there, and suddenly I, like, looked up from the trail and was like, where the hell am I? I have never been here before in my life. I thought I was lost, but I wasn't lost. I walked that trail at least 10 times. I went into town and I had to bring some coffee that I had roasted to the bakery in town because I forgot to package it with like their normal coffee order. So I brought the bag of coffee to the bakery. I get like a cinnamon roll and I'm checking out and buying my stuff. I give the cute little cashier girlie the coffee and I'm like, here you go. And so I gave her the coffee, I pay her in cash, and she's like, oh, your bag is cute, where'd you get it? And my first reaction, I literally was just like, I'm sorry, like, I got it in the United States, like, I'm so sorry. First of all, I was apologizing to her for what? She doesn't care. She just was, like, trying to start some conversation, and I'm, like, begging for her forgiveness. And then in my head, Creep by Radiohead starts playing every time I have, like, a somewhat awkward social experience. I'm a creep, too, especially because I haven't been talking to people as much, I just lose so much of that confidence I used to have in myself. But now that I haven't like put those tools to work, I feel like I don't know if it's that I don't have them or if I just don't remember how to use them or where they are. They're knocking around in there somewhere. They're in some box in some corner under the kitchen sink. I don't know, man. I forgot how to be a customer. Like you just tune into these roles usually so easily of like customer service person or customer, and you just have like the script that you follow. But I'm like, I lost my notes, I lost the script. How do I act? I don't freaking know anymore. And like, even too, I kinda, oh my god, I used to hate working customer service, but now I kinda miss it. Like, I've worked a lot of customer service jobs in my time. The other day when I was hiking, sometimes when I'm hiking, a little song will be in my head. Maybe I'll whistle a little tune. But I was walking downhill, and all of a sudden, I just realized that in my head, Jason Mraz's "I'm Yours" was playing. I'm yours, boop 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 boop. I cannot with that song, and I never liked that song, and I haven't listened to it in like hopefully 5 years, but for some reason it just came into my freaking head, and it like hasn't left ever since. Like I'll be doing the dishes, and all of a sudden, somewhere in the background, "I'm Yours" by Jason Mraz is playing, and I hate that. I have a note on here that says shitting as a community experience. when you travel or like live with the same people for a while, you kind of get comfortable with yours and each other's bodily movements. And I feel like you talk more about shitting and you talk more about taking a shit. And I think that's a really valuable experience because I think there is like a large stigma around shitting in our society. And it's just a thing that everyone does. And when you talk about it more or feel more comfortable doing it, then it's like, whatever, okay. I've had some really good bonding experience peeing with friends in the woods. That's how you make friends. You pee with them in the woods. When they're scared, I'll go with you. I'll pee outside with you. They're like, oh, I never peed outside before. I'll go with you. And I feel like the same couple few times I peed outside, when I was just kind of starting to live more outside and like getting used to it, I was like, I'm gonna pee and people might watch me pee. Like, that's awful. I don't want people to know that I'm peeing. But now I'm like, whatever, I'll drop trow anywhere. I don't give a shit. I mean, I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable with my peeing. Obviously, I go into my own little zone to do it. But there is something to be said is reconnecting with our bodily functions as an expression of our humanness. That's gonna be the title of my book. Just kidding. It's gonna be titled "Shitting as a Community Experience," because it is shitting and peeing and pooping. It's how we bond with each other. That's why we make jokes about it. It's like saying, "Yeah, we can have this intellectually stimulating conversation, but at the end of the day, we both shit." I mean, I usually shit in the morning. I don't shit at the end of the day. I know you were wondering. You're like, what's our shit schedule like? In the morning after my first coffee, baby. Sometimes after my second coffee too. What's your deal? I feel like if you don't want to be here, you can go somewhere else. We need to trim your paws because this is not cool. Are you guys seeing this? This rapscallion over here? You're okay. Like, you're fine. She has been so clingy lately. Anytime I walk anywhere, she follows me. Something that's really cute, though, is that she follows me to the outhouse when I go to take my morning shit. Like, it's just, like, down this dirt road a ways, you know, the one you saw in the previous section, maybe? I just walk down there, and then I go in the morning, and, like, while I'm going to the bathroom, she just sits by the road and waits for me, and then when I'm done, we walk back together. She's my little escort. My little poopy escort. I haven't, recently too, I've been nicknaming her Poopy, and I don't know how she feels about that. Like, I've, like, exclusively been calling her Poopy, or baby or Poopy. But when I talk about her, I use her name. I'd be like, oh, it bites litter box, but when I see her, I'm like, oh, Poopy.